Hello, hello, hello. What is going on? That ain't fucking happening. What is going on? How we doing? What we got? Who we got? Kalia, what's up? Tank never happened in blood. You like blood, huh? That's not for me, man. I got that from Troy. Calling people blood. I wonder if Troy was actually in a gang. Like that, if he was a blood. What up, Dwayne? Thank you. So I got this at Dunkin' Donuts, and the shit almost melted. All this, it was so, like, I think that woman set that shit and like put it in the machine and set it to lava. Why just keeps like getting blurry? But thank you. Yeah, 20,000 on YouTube. I didn't buy not one of them. All legit. All legit. What's up, hoops? What's going on? See, I look like I got dark around my eyes, but it's just fucking lighting. Because I don't look like that in person. Because now that it's dark, I'll show you guys image adjustments. Okay, autofocus is on. Auto exposure. Whoa. Okay. Light, low light. Look at that. Makes it lighter. Auto white balance. See? Sharpness. Boom. I like it sharper. Right? Isn't sharper better? I like sharper better, but fuck it, I'll leave it normal. All right, sorry guys, boring. Who cares? All right. What we got? Armando. What up, Armando? Salud from Puerto Rico, Puerto Ricano, Boricua. Yo soy Boricua también. Nah, I'm not Puerto Rican. Wish I was though. Then I have a fucking Puerto Ricans got the dope hairlines. My shit'll be like this. Just be like an inch. It'll be an eyebrow, like half an inch, and then just hair. If I was Boricua. But I ain't. I'm gringo. Pequeño. I feel bad for Fury. He's going against a Russian hitman. Yeah, that's. Did you guys see how Usyk dressed up? Did you guys see how Usyk dressed up? Like a fucking hitman. I don't think I'd even told my wife about that. Usyk dressed, Usyk was fighting Fury. He dressed up in their press conference in a suit with leather gloves, like a hitman. Shaved his head, shaved his face, and was like coming off like doing this, coming off like a hitman. It's fucking cool. It made me kind of like Usyk a little more. Yeah. I want Fury. I want Fury to beat him. Yeah, he's real funny, but I want Fury to beat him. But I don't know. I think Usyk beats Fury again and then beats Dubois again. He's not going to fight Dubois again. I mean, I get for undisputed. I think Dubois is not going to hold on to the belt. Dubois might very well lose. A lot of guys. I think fucking Bacoli could beat Dubois. Fucking lace him up. Lace him like a new pair of Cleto Reyes. Ukrainian hitman. Nah, for real. And I don't know if you guys know this, but you guys know I'm half Bulgarian, right? You know what the other half is? Take a wild guess. Straight down the middle. Half Bulgarian and half what? Take a guess. Wild guess. Is Wild's a good fighter? Take a wild guess what the other half is. Do you think Usyk is boring? Sometimes. Sometimes he's exciting. Sometimes he's boring. What's the other half? Anybody guessing? Nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares. Okay. Well, I'll give 2 more seconds. And I'll just tell you what the other half is. Bulgarian, which I identify mostly as. The other half is Ukrainian. Your boy is half Ukrainian right here. Mark almost busted a blood vessel on that Whitaker Chavez robbery IG video. Why? Ukraine. You got it, blood. Your boys. But see, I grew up in the Bulgarian culture. I speak Bulgarian. I went to the country every summer. I got mad family there. My father's side was Ukrainian, but he was born here. He had no, I mean, if he had family there, he didn't keep in touch with them. He never went there. He didn't speak Russian or Ukrainian, none of that. So that wasn't my culture. So by blood, I'm half Ukrainian, but I'm all Bulgarian American. Marco, I can't lie. That TBV jingle put me in a good mood every time I hear it. That's because you are a fruitcake. As a matter of fact, you're going to anybody who likes that jingle, also enjoys this jingle. Anybody who likes that TBV jingle, who puts them in a good mood, that's because they are
Tutti frutti! Tutti frutti! Tutti frutti!
all right, Lo, you're my man, but little tutti frutti. Marco, you think Tyson put all his weight on? Yo, you guys see that video of Tyson sparring? It's like a 20-second clip, dropping some dude to the body. I am 80% African American, 20% Creole. Creole, but can't Creole be black? I'm confused. I am sports cards. What's cracking? You say Marco's trying to be funny, right? Because you know there's no S at the end of my shit. Nah, bro, that jingle is LOL. You be sitting back with that Karen face whenever. Karen face? Because I don't like a song that first off sounds like it's recorded in the Port Authority men's room. First. Second is sounds like it's recorded by a Casio keyboard. And third is just bad. You saying that I'm a Karen because I don't like that? Well, you know what that is, Lo. You're the first one for the day. Thank you.
Oh, that's racist.
This Puerto Rican right here
Oh, that's racist.
against white people.
Oh,
right
that's racist.
all white people are Karens. Fuck. That's the Philly in you, man. That's not the New York in you. That's the Philly in you talking like that. T.O. versus Tank is in talks. No, I'm just hoping. Nah, bro, that jingle is fire. Yeah, it's fire like flaming, like
Tutti frutti!
that kind of fire, maybe. That jingle is bad. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. You nailed it.
Thank you, come again.
He nailed it. Creole can be black. That's what my history teacher said. Yeah, I thought Creole is black. Or is it just like I know it's like with a French twist. I don't fucking know. Creole to me is like southern and black. That's what I thought. TSS, Terror Squad. Who you got if Teofimo fought Tank? I got Tank over anybody. Tank over any and everybody. That's why I got TS. Did you hear Boots and Rodriguez might be on the same card? Boots and Bam? No, I didn't hear that. That's dope. That's dope. So Lo, what you mean that the robbery got you in tears? You thought it was funny? I don't get it. You almost busted a blood vessel? I'm confused. Bam and Boots are confirmed on. That's good. That'll be fun. T.O. versus Tank is a fight I want. That's the most exciting fight in boxing, Jay Will. It's the most exciting fight in boxing. You got two power punchers. You got two great boxers. Two dudes who stand toe to toe. Two exciting fighters in the ring. Two dudes who do backflips if they win or lose. Well, if they win. Two dudes who talk, big mouthpieces. Two dudes who have power. Two dudes who will promote the fight like nobody else. One dude who's racist as fuck. The other dude who's black. So it'll turn into a fucking Hispanic black race war. Which I'm not saying is a good thing, but it'll sell. Creole is Louisiana's a mixture of European African. Oh. Okay, so that means you're a slightly cracker like me. You got a little cracker in you. You got a twist of cracker in you. Okay. Hoops got a twist of cracker in him. Yo, Marco, why were you beating up on that Mexican dude in sparring? Because it's called sparring. That dude could take a punch. He was a pro. He had like 22 or 3 pro fights. Look, he lost a lot of them, but he was tough. Never went down. Dudes used to bet in the gym who's going to drop him. Nobody could drop him. Tank won't dare step in the ring with Teofimo, 2-time undisputed AK, greatest wave ever, Hall of Famer, captain. All right, that's a man. I'm gonna hit it again. You're on some Hispanic shit today. You were on some racist Hispanic shit today. So let's hit him with it one more time.
Oh, that's racist.
Don't you think that Teofimo and Ryan is a better fight than Tank and Teo? No. Tank would KO Teofimo Probably, but it'd be great to see. I don't know. The Teofimo just came off a lousy decision to Clag it, but I wanted to see the promotion. Hell yeah. What's wrong? Oh. You come take this charger if you want. Teo vs. Tank can be either a classic, the one right here. I have one here, or I mean, there's a couple there that'll work. Classic or that won't be disappointing. Impossible, Eon. Both Teo and Tank are among the top 5 best counter punchers along. Yep, agreed. Teo isn't racist. No, you. Oh, Teo isn't racist? Word? Making a monkey reference to black people? I don't know if he's actually racist, but he's okay. Let me rephrase, because if this is where you're going with it, he's not really racist deep down. He's just trying to sell the fight in a dysfunctional way. Okay, so let me rephrase. Teo says racist shit. There we go, and that's enough to get that fight going crazy. It'll be on a racial tensions will be high because I get what you're saying. Some people aren't actually racist, but say shit. So maybe he's not. I don't know, but he says racist shit. That there's no denying. Teo been lackluster last couple fights. True. Did you see the picture with Usyk? Yes, I did. That was funny. He had Fury signed a picture of him getting clocked with that right hand that almost put his lights out. That right hand that had him dazing around like somebody yelled, "Finish him!" And he's like, "Ooh," with little birdies around his head in Mortal Kombat. Had him like a Mortal Kombat finishing move. In fact, Teo, Tank, and Canelo and Bud are the best counter punchers today. Let's see if I disagree with you. I agree with you. Canelo's good. Tank's good. Teo's good. Bud's good. Yeah, I agree with that. Teo using that monkey term too much. He's definitely using it right. Yeah, of course. I need some of Lowe's rum. Yeah, Lowe be drinking heavily. Lowe, man. Look, man, if I was from Philly, I'd be drinking too. You know what I'm saying? You grow up in Philly, you come here down to LES, Chelsea. You know, you get smacked up because you're a Philly dude. I get it, Lowe. I get it. Teo could be classified as Creole himself. I don't know about that. I have people that know Teo. He hangs out with a lot of blacks. You just said he hangs out with blacks?
Oh, that's racist.
That's like saying like that had the way you said that, Low, had the same effect as if somebody goes, "Look at those Jews." It just sounds
Oh, that's racist.
fucking Low. This is what you get for saying that I'm a fake historian to Ness. That's what you get. I didn't know he could be that funny. Who? Is there really a lot of zombies in Philly? I went to Philly recently and it was a fucking dump. But I didn't like go all over. I'm sure there's nice parts, but I didn't like it. I've only been 3 times, and every time it kind of looked the same. Kind of looked like a shitty part. It looked like a shitty part of the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? Like mini New York. He's Honduran. Yeah, I know, both parents. What about Usyk? Oh, he's that funny. Yeah. What? Dwayne, go up when you get off this my live because I don't want to lose you as a viewer, but look up Usyk being hilarious for whatever it is, 60 minutes. And there's 3 or 4 different volumes of him doing and saying funny shit. He's one of the funniest guys in boxing. And his accent really makes him sound like Barat almost. It's fucking funny. Do you think that point gym and training do any good at this point? Do I think that point gym and training would do Teo any good at this point? What's a point gym? I don't know what you're talking about. Drinking Dunkin' at 10:20 is crazy. The guy just told me that drinking Dunkin' Donuts coffee at 10:30 at night is crazy. I told my wife, but she's not listening. It's a cappuccino. The fucking almost a $5 cappuccino. Dunkin's prices went up. We got 6 donuts. It was like $13. I was like, what the fuck? That you could have bought the store for $13. You could have bought the store and tomorrow's inventory for $13. And now just a box of 6. Everything's going up because of inflation. Starbucks is almost the same price. Like literally 50 cents maybe. I mean, it's the same shit. So I'd rather go to Starbucks. The problem is where I'm at, Starbucks ain't open this late. So I had to go to Dunkin'. That's a one downfall of actually Starbucks closes late everywhere. I mean, early everywhere, even back in Brooklyn. Teo would get smoked. Most shit here in Connecticut, where I live in Norwalk, the shit's on the same, pretty much the same time frame as New York. Like there's shit open. It's not. I don't feel like everything's closing early here. It's still city-ish. Teo gets smoked by Dev, Tank, and Shakur. In my opinion, no. Teo could beat all of them possibly. Reynoso, Jim. Oh, yeah. I don't know. What do you expect? What do you expect? Inflation. Yeah, there you go. Why are you not watching Pro Box? Although I know Charette and Metcalf, I should be watching it. I just didn't know. I went out to dinner with some family. I just got back. I wanted to go on with you guys. I don't really give a fuck. I watch the highlights. I think in Cali we use Krispy Kreme. Is so good. I love Krispy Kreme. Donuts are $1. Okay, well, didn't grow up in the '60s like you, but I do miss pre-inflation. You didn't grow up in the '60s like me, so you got jokes?
Get the fuck out of here!
The '60s. Clown. Do you think that Reynoso's gym will do Teo any good at this point or do him bad? I don't know. No, it can't do him. It'll definitely do good. It can't do bad. Learning something new from somebody else is always good. You know what I'm saying? Drop that link. You drunk, Lo. You hammered. Can't be fucking with you. Too drunk. Marco, I regret not getting Undisputed. I should have not got that. It was whack, right? Teo should fight. Well, apparently that they're gonna update it, send out patches and updates, but that's gonna cost. So it'll get better. But unfortunately, we all got roped in. Should have just waited 4 to 6 months and then bought it all updated. It's like anything, really. It's like they dropped us the fucking they dropped us the what's it called? The beta version. And we're playing it, paid for it and playing it like idiots. Marco, I got a rabbit hole watching your videos on Instagram. The energy is crazy. Thriller or Golden Boy needs to say thank you. I agree. I appreciate you. I agree. I'm not doing well. The funds is low. I would love to get a job that actually I don't even need to make a lot of money. I'm telling you right now. I'm a man just enough for me and my family live okay. I'd love to make some money off this. That'd be dope. Good fights that can redeem fighters, in my opinion. Rolly versus Haney, Haney versus Pitbull, Ryan versus Pitbull, Colbert versus Haney. I think these could be interesting. Yeah. Bro, I am drunk. I'm at work. I am drunk. Damn. You drunk at work? Deontay Wilder is broken on that game. One hit and I'm knocked out. He's not broken. That's what he used to do. Do you not remember? 43 wins, 42 knockouts. The only one that wasn't a knockout was Berman Stabern, who in the rematch, Wilder knocked him out. So Wilder had knocked out everybody he fought. So what's wrong with that? I know, Blow, I was fucking with you. I saw what you wrote. Facts. I first saw you on Boxing Voice. So when I see your IG videos, I was hella caught off guard. Oh, because, yeah, I hear that a lot. I say this all the time. That's not my show. Nobody could maintain high energy for 2 hours, 3 hours. Nobody. And it's not my show. And it's not my topics. You know what I'm saying? Rolly's not a good fighter. He's a good trash talker. He's not even a good trash talker. He's sometimes funny. Sometimes just kind of, oh, my dick, look how little you are. Look at your little arms. My dick's bigger than your arms. You were saying that to Tank. That's kind of funny, but also kind of like 13-year-old snapping at the lunch table type level. Send the links. Let's cook. Let's cook. Let him cook. Maybe I will. What time is it? Fury is good, but Usyk will beat him. Maybe. It's because TBV, you look sleepy and your Instagram would be way off like you took a hit of coke. I don't look sleepy on TBV. I'm sitting here like this. No, I'm sitting like this, being quiet while fucking people call in. What am I supposed to do when people call in? Like I don't get why people say that sleepy is just something that I think Ness said and you guys just roll with because people roll with whatever he says. What are we? Nobody talks about Tone. Doesn't say shit. He's sitting there on his phone the whole time, but nobody says he looks sleepy. That's because Ness doesn't say it. Low D. I don't know what that means, but what's up, Alonzo? Bro, Loma stopping? It seems that way. Loma not trying to fight. Alberto, pretend to be on a computer like Tone. I am. I'm doing shit. Half the time I'm editing my videos. I'm doing shit when I'm on there. Well, I mean, I'm engaged too. Don't get me wrong. But when I kind of get real quiet, sometimes I'm doing shit too. Shit, Ness will just start being quiet too out of nowhere. Like, sorry, I was on a call. You know what I'm saying? Or I was answering an email or whatever. Bro, you're really funny. Thank you. What did I say that was funny? Two tits? Two tits? The biggest tank hater? I be having to mute the show because of him? Two tits? The fuck are you looking at? Listen to Joe. What up, Joe? Bro, you're really funny. Yeah, I already asked you why. It's like when you're at a job pretending to look busy. You know. All right, let's get Low in here. You want to get in here, Low? I'll put the link in. If anybody wants to join, I'll have some people come in. There you go. Bring your ass, fool. You're at work, though. Low works for the New York City Transit, I believe. You look like Giga Chikadze. I don't know who that is. That must be a handsome dude. Handsome dude with mad crazy good hand skills, whoever that is. Marco, you're funnier than half of those boxing shows. You should have your own show. Thanks. You mean funnier like now or like the videos? What do you mean? Nah, Two Tone is great for the show. Two Tone is low key Latino the way he be rooting for Tio. There he is. What's up, Papa?
Yeah, I don't work for transit. I work at the Hudson Yards.
Hudson Yards. That's a city job, though, right?
Yeah. Nah, it's security, but it's in the union though, 32 BJ.
So you're getting a
It's a
pension?
beautiful area, man. This is a good area to take your wife, man. I work right over here by the vessel.
Yo, my
By
man,
the
I moved to
vessel.
Connecticut, or otherwise I would.
Come on, man. You a celebrity now. You travel, man.
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna be in the city this weekend, but Hudson. Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah, let me know.
I'm going to Philly Saturday. I gotta go to a wake, man. One of my friends out there passed away. God rest his soul.
Sorry to hear.
Yeah, but Two Tone is good for the show, man. I like Two Tone. You know, he's not an ass kisser. You know, he's not a yes man. He got his troll ways, but he's solid. I like Two Tone.
I like him too. Like
he's a
right
good
now,
co-host.
this whole Tank thing he's doing, he's clearly just trying to get Tank to bite more. He knows Tank's a good fighter.
Yeah, Tank is good, but he's right about a lot of things. Like, you know, Tank is a great talent fighter. If you ask me, he probably beats the rest of his contemporaries, but he's not fighting them. You know, he's not fighting them.
No, he's not. No, he's not, and he might not. But no, I'm with you. I'm with you on that one for sure. Yo, Usyk was on some gangster shit today. I loved it.
What happened with Usyk?
Oh, you didn't see it? They did
Nah.
a press conference. He came. You got to look it up. But he was dressed like a hitman on purpose. He had he had the black suit with the red tie. He had leather gloves on. Shaved his head, shaved his face clean. He was also, and he was kept doing this, like making guns with his leather gloves. He was on some Russian hitman shit. And then he took a big photo of Tyson Fury, of him landing that right hook that knocked Tyson Fury, almost knocked him into the fifth dimension.
Yeah.
Like it was like this, and he had Fury sign it. Fucking hilarious.
If Fury fights the right fight, I got Fury winning that fight.
Fury's gonna knock him out. I think Fury's gonna be on some Deontay Wilder 2 and 3 shit. Lean on him, rough him up, use his size. Because why the fuck would you, at 6'9", box somebody who's 6'3"? Like for the whole fight. I get doing it in spurts, but why would you do that the whole fight? Why?
Well, to answer your question about the height, 6'3", Fury's a taller guy, so you want to outbox a smaller guy and keep your distance. But being that smaller guy is an excellent counterpuncher, very
There it
slick
is.
himself.
There it is. That specific smaller guy, you don't, man. You lean on that motherfucker. You and
Usyk is the
Fury.
type of heavyweight that will be competitive. If he would have fought in the glory days when I was growing up, when we had the early '90s heavyweights, Usyk would have been he would have been pretty decent then.
Marco, how you? I don't like how you let Ness disrespect you. How does Ness never dis? If Ness disrespected me for real, I would never come back on that show. I don't know what the fuck you people are talking about. Yeah, I think Usyk is. I really think Fury's gonna pull a Wilder 2-3 on him. I think he's gonna lean on him, rough him up, fucking put his forearm in his face, walk, like some Steve Cunningham shit. I think he's gonna. I think it was a bad game plan. I do. It worked, but he should have alternated with some boxing, but then some roughing up. But he didn't. And one thing I know about boxing from experience, when you're constantly running from somebody, even if you're tapping them up, even if you're winning, but you're constantly retreating, that shit. First of all, you can't put power in your shots, and it powers up your opponent. It gives them the mentality, the edge, like always running from me. And it makes them keep coming and coming. It doesn't break their will. You can't break their will when you're running from them.
Yeah, to touch on what you was talking about earlier, man, that game, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It is what it is until Fight Night comes out until EA Sports comes out with a new Fight Night.
Mm-hmm.
That game is kind of stiff. It's kind of clunky with the bobbing and weaving. The game is not terrible. It's
It's
not.
whack. Well, we
But
got a
there's some
question.
things about it I
We got a
don't like.
question for you here. Ask Lowe his thoughts on Edgar Berlanga on a world tour after taking the L against Canelo.
Edgar Berlanga. I got two things about Edgar Berlanga. For one, Edgar Berlanga, I'm impressed with his toughness that he showed, the grit that he showed against Canelo Alvarez.
Me too.
He did show some improvement. He showed dog. As far as what he's doing right now, he's just embracing his fame. And at one point, I was hard on Edgar Berlanga with the fame. I was saying to myself, maybe he just wants to be more famous than a champion. But he could be famous as long as he's using the same energy towards dedicating his craft and getting better. If he does that, he'll be all right because he got the fame, got the popularity. If he stays focused and works on some things, he's going to be a big name in boxing. He just got to start getting some wins now. So I got nothing against that. Puerto Rico needs a star, and Edgar Berlanga definitely has superstar qualities. He just got to show superstar skills, and he got to get better. And I think he's going to be okay.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, man. I don't see any of that. I don't see superstar qualities. He got big name dudes backing him, like Fat Joe, like that he has. But him personally, when he talks, I don't think there's anything that's superstar about him. I don't think his skills are. I think he's a good fighter, but I don't even think his skills, to me, so far. And I'm not hating on him. Like I would love a New Yorker to be. I don't see it. I don't see it. But who knows?
Well, I'm gonna go on the limb to say this, man. I was never really an Edgar Berlanga fan like that. I rooted for him early in his career when he had the knockouts, but then when he started digressing and then seeing him use more of his energy to be a superstar and to be in hip hop rather than being an elite fighter pushed me away. But I'm backing him up now. I'm a ride with Edgar Berlanga. If he fights anybody else other than Canelo Alvarez, I will root for him. Definitely, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
Edgar for
damn.
the culture, man. Boricua, para que tú lo sepas, puñeta.
There we go. Damn, another slick black fighter lost via Mexican. You guys doing bad, even losing in Polish to Polish. What's he talking about? What are you talking about, Mexican? This Mexican, my man Mexican here, he's mad racist. Who is the best pound for pound in your eyes? For me,
Usyk.
I see. Now we're gonna disagree. I disagree. I'm gonna say Bud or Inoue. Probably Bud. I'd have to go Bud a little above Inoue.
I get
Only
torn in
because
between, but go ahead. Sorry.
only because Usyk had that one fight where you could argue that Fury beat him, whereas Crawford and Inoue never have a fight that you could argue that they lost. So that's why I put them up. And they're more dominant. They're knocking people the fuck out, whereas Usyk doesn't always knock people out.
Here's my thing with that, Marco. I agree with you in a way, right? With Usyk, he had the close call with Fury, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's all good because he's fighting Fury. You know what I'm saying? That's an elite level guy. You're not gonna dominate an elite level guy. Fury trumps everything that Bud Crawford or Nui has been in the ring with in every way imaginable, in terms
Right.
of skills, in terms of size. So we can't fault him for that. What I will fault him for though is that fight where he was arguably stopped with a body shot.
Mm.
That's where I hold against him. But the fact that he's undisputed from cruiserweight to heavyweight, fighting guys that are so much bigger than him, I got to give him the slight nod over Bud Crawford because of that. Now, Bud Crawford, in terms of dominance, I got to go with Bud. Inui dominance, but you failed to mention Nui had a life and death struggle with an older Nonito Donaire, and then he got knocked into a cartwheel by some other guy that he fought, the guy that was the fringe contender that dropped him silly. So for me, Inui is not. He's top three, but he's not touching one and two over Bud Crawford or over Alexander Usyk. No way.
Mm. Clarissa
And he's
Usyk
bringing the
versus
guys over there to breathe the Japanese air. You know what I'm saying? And to
Usyk
eat
versus
the Jap.
Dubois. He should have been counted out. I don't think Usyk should have been counted out, Clarissa, but I do think it should have been a knockdown because we don't know if the ref started counting. He could have been putting on an act. Now, if he's not putting on an act in that fight, he's knocked out because he was incapacitated for at least 2 minutes on the floor. Fuck 10 seconds. But he could have been putting on a little bit of an act and milking it, at which point it should have been a knockdown, not a knockout. But that's true. We got a dude in here, Bakram Murtazalayev. I doubt that's really him. Although he did just follow me, the real guy, on Instagram, which is pretty dope. Yeah, you're right, though, Lo. You're right. Terrence Crawford did beat the strong guys, but he had something special like speed of Inoue. Yeah, I mean, I have Tank third, and most people don't agree with me on that one.
No,
Yeah,
no
I
way.
mean, most people don't agree.
I have Tank on the list, but not third because, like I said, Tank hasn't beaten. Tank's never been in a fight where at a Tank fight you worry. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm,
Everybody's had a fight where they seen their favorite fighter in there, and you scared for him. Like, man, what if he loses? I seen that twice with Teo when he fought
mhm,
Lomachenko, and with the Josh Taylor fight, I was nervous as shit. I'm like, damn, he's talking crazy, he's acting crazy. He might just get stopped. Even though I was pulling for him, but I seen the element of danger. With the Tank fight, you already know what it is, and it's not that he's so much better because he is good, but he's not levels better than the other. He's not Floyd Mayweather. You feel what I'm saying? With Floyd,
mhm.
you got to hold Floyd to another level of accountability. Tank hasn't
Yeah,
been in
you're
there with
cutting
a
out.
guy that you like. He might lose. Like
You there?
even with Barrios, Barrios was a four division champion,
Hello?
but physically he had
We
absolutely
lost.
no chance in that ring at all.
What's
No
up?
advantages in
What's up
speed,
in here?
no advantages in power, no
Uh,
advantages in size, nothing, skills. So for me, that was a mismatch. That's why Tank let him punch on his face
back.
just
All
so he
right.
can land that uppercut.
Low went quiet on me. What do we got
No,
here?
no, I ain't go quiet. I'm right here, man.
Okay, Tank.
I didn't go quiet.
Bruce Winfield. What's up, Bruce? Crawford's age and inactivity is going to catch up with him. It might already have, Bruce. It might have already caught up with him. You might be right. You might be right. Alberto Lowe is still on. He's on. I just don't hear him.
Yo,
Top five for me: Inoue, Usyk, Gervonta, Crawford, Beterbiev. I got Inoue, Crawford, Tank, Benavidez, Bam. We can't. We can't hear. We can hear. Oh, I can't hear him.
you can hear me
Why can't
now?
I hear him? You guys
Can
can
you
hear
hear me
me, right?
now?
Here,
Can
you
you
know
hear
what?
me now?
I'm gonna kick you out. Come back in. Lo, jump out and come back in. I'm gonna mute him. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Benavidez. Yes, of course. Beterbiev just arguably lost that fight, Sander. Benavidez never arguably lost anything. So, whoop, there it is. Oh, what's up, Hoops?
Yo, what's up, Marco?
You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Can you guys hear him now, too? Because I can't hear shit. What the hell's going on?
You hear me? I'm here. What about now?
All right. Something's going on here with my fucking. Hold on a second. I know what's happening here. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello, hello,
It fixed?
hello, hello. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, you guys.
Still here? Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
All right. All right.
All right, I got you now. Good to go. All right, what were you saying? I don't know what the hell just happened. My shit. What did you just say? Oops.
Oh, nothing. I just joined. Like I just joined. Like it was just.
Oh, okay. Okay, okay. Marco Tank said he doesn't want to move up. I know. We all know that. But who did Benavidez beat? Who was so strong? Who Beterbiev beat? To me, it's not about. To me, it's about dominance. And I'm going to put the top 5 are going to be the most dominant and also the best performances. Okay, so these guys. All right, Marco, turn your levels up. You guys can hear me. $1 trillion dreams. What's up? I think Myquan Williams should be. Who the fuck is Myquan Williams? Who the hell is that? Dwayne, what's up?
What's good,
What's good, man?
Marco? I
What's
have
up?
a question for you. Do you think what do you think Tank should move up?
Yeah. Yeah.
But the thing is, he said he's so comfortable at 135, and he said he could fight there for the rest of his career.
Yeah, but there's more formidable challenges. There's more mega fights 5 pounds up. It's only 5 pounds. So yeah, but he doesn't want to. And when he does it, he puts in weight class. Like you have to remember one thing, guys. Tank is like 5'4", 5'5", maybe tops. So he is
Yeah,
way shorter than all these guys. So maybe he's trying to make up for that. So he's going in there with guys who are, after they rehydrate, they're probably 30 pounds heavier than him.
but Marco, doesn't his power equalize that?
Yes, but still, you know what I'm saying? But still, that's a big, you've been in the ring, right? Both you guys,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
after you, it will, from my experience, anything from like 15 or 20 pounds heavier than me, I start feeling a difference. If you're like 5, 10 pounds, I don't really feel a difference, but 15, 20, you feel the difference, and it's physics. If 2 planets collide, right, and one planet's way bigger, the smaller one turns into powder, gets disintegrated, right? That's how punch resistance is. Eventually, you're hitting on somebody so much bigger, it's just not going to have the same effect. So that's what I'm saying. So he knows if every weight class he goes up, dudes are just naturally that much bigger, and eventually his power might not have the same effect.
Same with Terrence Crawford. That's why I think he shouldn't go up to 168 to fight Canelo.
No,
It's just,
that's an insane move. I don't think
I don't
Canelo's
know.
not going to do it.
it's
I
just
think he
it
just
just
wants to
doesn't
do
make
it.
sense. Like
Oh no, you
like
go for it.
like Tank like Canelo is built different than Terrence Crawford. Like I'm talking about physical structure wise. Canelo is a lot more stocky. But Bud is linky for his weight class. When he was fighting, Bud, I think if Bud really wanted, he could go back to 135, 140 if he really wanted to.
Maybe.
And that's not something Canelo can do. Canelo talked about he had issues making 160 when he was fighting early in his career. So this is when Canelo was just starting out, and Bud made a name for himself at 135, 140.
Yeah,
So Canelo
Canelo's like a pit bull. He's stocky, but so is Tank. But Tank is not as short. Canelo's like 5'8", 5'9", maybe.
and it's like that. It's in levels because I feel like Tank, like Tank said, I think Tank could fight 130. I feel as though he could really go down. Like if he really, really, really wanted to, he could go fight Inoue.
Yeah,
Like
he
it's
could.
possible.
But no, he could, but maybe not. So what? Inoue can go to 126. Inoue maybe could go to 130, maybe, and Tank could get down to 130. I mean, it could happen, but Tank knows that. What does he gain from that? He knocks out somebody smaller. They're like, well, you knocked out somebody, you know what I mean? And if he loses, because this dude could punch, a fucking, whatever, featherweight just knocked you out. So that's a lose-lose.
I don't know. I feel that's like a win because at the same time, I feel like Inoue is a big name who hasn't. I feel like Inoue hasn't really been tested. I feel like Inoue's fought a lot of journeymen, and then he's fought some names that were really out there. I feel
He's fought everybody in his division. The problem is we don't know these guys because we don't know those divisions. Like they don't get shine on them. You know what I mean?
Hold on, what about what's his name who he struggled against in that one fight?
Donaire.
I forget what. That's it.
Donaire? Well, Donaire's a Hall of Famer. He's a legend. So, I don't know, man. I mean,
But
I
it's
don't know.
different because that's like if Kid Norton just fought Ali one time, well twice. If Kid Norton just
He
fought
fought
Ali,
3 times.
but if he just fought him twice and then he retired, hypothetically, would Kid Norton be considered a Hall of Famer? Like just going based off of the fact that he fought Ali twice. If he didn't fight all the other champions that he did, if he didn't have the career that he did, if he just fought one legend, and honestly, that's really a stretch because Donaire isn't an Ali quality fighter.
I
Back
get
in
you.
that time, Ali was like a big name. So I feel like I just don't think that Inoue fighting Donaire puts him in that pound for pound status. Like you said, the division doesn't get a lot of shine, but at the same time, I think there aren't a lot of fighters in the division at the same time. Like I think middleweight.
For me, I get what you're saying, but he can't control that there's not great fighters in his divisions. Like Inoue, that's beyond his control. He's fighting everybody they put in front of him. So the only way I would look at that as a negative is if, kind of like Tank, he's choosing not to fight guys who are great. You know what I'm saying? He's not avoiding anybody. He not only is he fighting everybody, he keeps moving up in weight divisions and you know what I'm saying? People like, oh, we got knocked, like Alberto goes, oh, Neri dropped him. Yeah, but then what happened? What happened? He got up and he whap, and that was it. So,
and then one more thing is like a lot of fighters don't want to go to Japan to fight him.
Why wouldn't you though? Like why not?
So I don't know. I think for a lot of people it's the atmosphere, but amongst that, I'm not really sure. Like,
That's
like
amateurs, that's a long flight. You know what I'm saying? That's a long flight.
Like amateurs, you really most of the time is driving. Like nationals, you just drive around. It's not really, you don't really go like to different countries like at this level for me.
No, you start going to different countries when you make like the Olympic team and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like we're here, so I don't really know, but I don't like. I enjoy it. Like if I have a fight, like we go to do a tournament in Texas, I enjoyed it.
How many fights have you had?
Like me, I only have like 5, but like
okay, that's good. Shit, that's good.
I like it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I mean, I think I don't know. I look for my criteria. It's always been dominance is a big one, and who you fought. I don't look at belts. You guys know that. Like I don't look at belts because this is the best example. Rolly was a champion. And he got the belt by fight being stopped against Barroso that should have never been stopped. The worst stoppage in history, possibly. You know what I'm saying? So, like to me, belts don't matter as much. It's who you fought and then how you looked doing it. Now, in the case where somebody's avoiding people, like Tank is, I don't know if he's avoiding them or if they're, but they're not. He's not fighting the big names, and slowly they're all losing. First it was Dev. Dev ended up losing. Then it was Teo. Teo ended up losing. Now the only one left is Shakur. And Shakur, what I'm saying, could lose.
Dealing with hand issues. So I feel like him fighting Shakur like now that his hand issues are really out there, it would seem kind of different. But I don't know. I feel like out of all of the other champions at 135 and 140, Shakur's style is the least mature. Like I feel like it doesn't really. It's very one dimensional when you watch him fight.
I'm not a fan. I think he's a good fighter, but I don't like watching him. I don't think he's exciting, and I don't know how he's going to fare against somebody with Tank's power. And I hope we'll find out, but it's not looking like we're going to find out.
Honestly, somebody I think who would, like, if they fought hypothetically when he was in his prime, I think Guillermo Rigondeaux would put Shakur in the ringer. Just
You
like
might be right. You might be right because he boxed and he was a hard hitter. Marco, how does Shakur have hand problems at 28? Floyd Mayweather had hand problems at 28. Prince Nassim Hamed retired, I believe, at 28. Hand problems. Now he hit like a truck, but it's very common. 28 is not young. 28 is old because, like, shit, Hoops, you're 15, 16, right?
I just turned 16.
16. So, and you've had 5 fights. So when people start fighting at anywhere from 10 to 15, by the time you're 28, do the math. That's like 15, 20 years in the sport. Your hands break down. So, I never had hand problems. Like, I've had little injuries pop up, but it goes away. You just learn how to, like, you get to know your body, and you know what. I don't know if you guys have gone through this yet, but you get to know your body, and you get to know what to do and what not to do to aggravate any injuries. So yeah, gloves. Yeah, man. 28 is not old. Better be if it's 40. Well, 30, you guys don't know this, but back in the 80s and 90s, 30 was around the age when people would retire. Not just boxing. That shit was in basketball, football, all sports. But now you're looking at 35 to 40 is retiring. So it's been moved up.
Technology has evolved.
What's that?
Technology has evolved to make you go longer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, honestly,
Yeah.
one thing that a lot of people don't talk about, and why is, for me, it's impressive that Beterbiev is doing as well as he does. A lot of Soviet or Russian or even European fighters, they have more than like 300. They have 300 plus fights. They fight amateur. Then they turn pro, and then they don't fight a lot, and that's because they fought for a majority. Like, they fight into their late 20s still at amateur fighting. Like, that's what Lomachenko did. That's why people talk about he was given a title shot early. No, he was the most decorated amateur fighter ever.
Yeah.
So I feel like,
no, you're right. Cubans too. Cubans,
Yeah.
Cubans couldn't. I don't know if you know the story, but Cubans were not allowed to turn pro unless they defected.
because it was illegal in the country. They said Fidel
Right.
Castro said it would encourage violence within the populace.
Right, and he wouldn't let them turn pro. He wouldn't let them leave. So they would have to, a lot of them just never turned pro, and the ones that did had to illegally leave the country and risk, their families getting hurt and all that shit. I don't know why Loma had 400 amateur fights. Like, that's fucking insane. I don't know if it because he didn't fight in Soviet, like, there was no more communism at that point. I don't know why he did that. That's way too many. Like, for you guys, you young guys, both of you here, I don't think anything over 50 fights is more than enough as an amateur. If you have aspirations to be a pro, don't keep going in the amateurs, making no money, not getting to know the pro style, and piling up mileage on your fucking brain for what? 20 to 50 amateur fights is more than enough, I believe. I really do. Hoops is 16, Alberto. Both these guys are 16, actually. You guys fucking talk like you're older than me, but you guys sound mature. No.
I just turned 16, man. It was cool. It was cool. I'm happy about it. I'm just trying to get better. More work on the back. I was talking to my coach like the other day. He said I hit the bag like I'm Black David Benavidez. It was funny.
That's good. That's good. Well,
What weight class do you fight in?
That's a good question. I was about to ask that.
You said what weight class?
Yeah.
I fight at 165, but I'm moving down. Like, I like it. I'm 16, 165.
How tall are you? How tall are you?
I'm like 6'5", 5'11", 6 foot.
Oh, you're exactly my size. I'm 5'11" and I was 165. Okay, that's a good height. But the guys are taller than you though, I bet. Because when I was fighting, I was always taller. But now dudes are like 6'2", 6'3".
6'2", 6'3", fighting at 165,
Yep.
and it's like, why? Why you're killing yourself to make the weight?
Can you go down?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go down to 150.
That's actually kind of funny because I'm 6'2", fighting at light heavyweight.
You're 75?
What are you doing? Like,
No. No, I feel natural at this weight because I feel because this is the way I was naturally at. Yes, yeah, I can go up to 200, but I don't. But I feel bloated. 175 feels natural to me.
You can go to 200? Damn.
200?
Yeah.
That's crazy. But it's just like, I don't know. But one thing I do
I
like.
could move lighter, but I don't feel like it. I light heavyweight. I only like this weight because Roy Jones fought this weight because that's my goal. That's why I like this weight class.
See. That's almost the same reason why I like fighting at middleweight. Is because Sugar Ray Leonard is my GOAT. And even though he fought at welter a lot, when he moved up to middleweight, I love that run. I love Sugar Ray's middleweight run. So like,
Sugar Ray won the super middleweight and the light heavyweight title at the same time.
He's just like that. But Roy Jones Jr. did the same thing, but he did it. He even got the heavyweight title. I don't know. Honestly, pound for pound, I do have Sugar Ray over Roy.
Oh no. Well, I got to hit you.
Get the fuck out of here!
Oh man, didn't work.
Out of here!
I actually agree with what's the name of it. I love Roy more than anybody, but come on, man. All those fights Sugar Ray Robinson did, he has to be number one pound for pound. All time.
I'm talking Sugar Ray Leonard.
Sugar Ray Leonard.
Oh, you're talking about Sugar Ray Leonard?
Oh. Yeah, that's my GOAT.
I mean, look, there's arguments for all three of them. All three of them there's arguments for. Sugar Ray Leonard was amazing. Sugar Ray Robinson, of course. And there's no actual footage of Ray Robinson as a welter, which they say was his best weight. So we don't even know. Picture how good he must have been.
I wish I could have seen both those Sugars fight. That would have been a good fight. If it ever could happen.
I remember seeing fight each other. Yeah. But different eras. Different eras are usually the dude from the more current era is going to win. They're going to have more advantages in size, nutrition, all the stuff, exercise technology, exercise science, all that stuff.
Honestly,
so you don't think Roy can move up
to anybody? Prime
Say
Sugar
what?
Ray Leonard.
So you don't think
anybody?
Sugar Ray over anybody?
Roy could? So you don't think if Roy was in this era, he couldn't dominate?
Oh, he would.
Oh yeah. Well, Roy, you know what I think of Roy. Roy is 1 in a billion. Like Sugar Ray Leonard is 1 in a million. Sugar Ray Robinson, Roy's 1 in a billion, in my opinion. So he would have. You couldn't do anything with that. Like you couldn't do anything with that when you can't see the punches coming. What are you going to do? Literally, it's that simple. What would you do? Hoops, you're in there. Your hands are up. And you're just getting fucking pieced up and you don't even see it coming. What are you going to do? Nothing. Nothing you can do.
Honestly, you got to get your distance. You have to do the Shakur. That's all do the Shakur.
I think Roy would be able to find Shakur. I think he's fast enough where he could still find him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Roy was also height-wise, when he fought, he was about the same height as his opponent. So he was in there with a few dudes taller, but for the most part, he wasn't in there with guys way taller. Who could keep good range and keep him away.
How tall is Roy? Around like your height, Marco?
Roy is an inch. You guys ever see the video of me and Roy?
He's like 6 foot 6'1", right?
Nope. Roy is
5'11".
Let me see. Let me show you guys. Hold on. Video file. Hold on. Roy. Marco. Let's see if I can find it. Where the fuck is it? Where's that video of me and him?
Oh wow, Roy is 5'10".
Yep. He's an inch shorter than me. You see it when we stand next to each other. He's 5'10".
Really? I thought he was like 6 foot or like 5'11".
I thought he was 5'11", but I met him and you could see the video of me. You see me. We give each other a pound, and he's just like this much shorter than me. Yeah. He's 5'10". But, you know, shit, I met James Toney. James Toney, they list him at 5'9" or whatever. James Toney's my height. James Toney's 5'10", 5'11". James Toney's about 5'11". For some reason, they list him at 5'9", but he's not. Like, which is weird, but whatever.
James Toney, honestly, I think James Toney should have fought Roy under different circumstances. I think if he had trained better for the fight and he wasn't weight drained, I think the fight would have been a lot better. A lot of people say and use that fight to detract from James Toney as a fighter. I think that James Toney, if he was healthy for that fight, I know y'all are some Roy fans, but I think he has a chance.
Oh,
He has a chance.
Yeah, no, he does. I'm trying to find this video, but I can't. Whatever.
So
Yeah,
how many
nah.
amateur fights you want to have before you turn pro?
I said 25 to 50.
No, not you, Mark. I'm talking about the Hooper life.
Oh.
So honestly, I want maybe 30, but I want quality over quantity because there are a lot of fights.
Yeah.
A lot of fights you can win a lot of fights just like this. Just don't throw a lot of punches the first round. Just don't get hit. Throw jabs. Throw a lot of jabs and don't get hit that first round. And it's really easy to do
Yeah.
so. Jab and move, jab and move. And then the second round.
So when did you start?
When did I start? I started boxing serious like when I was 11. I started fighting though like last year. But I started boxing.
Me, I started around 15. I've been boxing for a year. I only have 4 amateur fights.
Hey, I didn't have that many either. And I did it for many years. So, but you know, I would always go on and off with it. So
I
I'm
think
glad now.
Because I started late, I feel like I want to do 50.
If you want to turn pro, I wouldn't do all that, either of you. I mean, you got to wait till you're 17, 18. So you got 3 more years. So, you know.
But the thing is, I started out late. So it's like I just want the what's the word I'm looking for? I just want a lot of experience under my belt before I turn pro.
See, but you get that experience sparring.
Yep.
Like I feel like amateur fights are literally. I feel like sparring gets you better work as an amateur than fighting because the fights are so short that like you really rush. You rush. You don't work on your. A lot of fighters don't work on how their punches are thrown. They just throw a lot of punches and it's in there. There's never really a lot of
the amateur structure is so different. You know, you got the refs are way different. You know, they allow way less shit. The judging is way different. You know, that's why people say there's amateur style, there's a pro style. You stay amateur too long, you develop an amateur style, and then you're not as effective as a pro. So I would definitely 20 to 50, something like that, and then move it on. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all mileage, and you don't want to get all this mileage on you. That's not even helping you to be a pro. Now, if you don't want to go pro, fuck it then. Doesn't matter.
But like one thing that I see, like if you slow down exchanges as an amateur, you can win more. When you slow the exchanges down, a lot of fighters just like to throw a lot of close punches. If you can slow down the exchange, jab, feint, make them question punches, I feel like it gets easier because that's like the amateur style is like throwing a lot of punches and it's just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth constantly. But when you're like a lot of pros fight like this, when it's jabbing and feinting and high, low, high, body shots, head movement, when you add those in, I feel like it gets a lot easier when you fight with a more pro style. I feel like even though it's short and some of the judges really do I feel like they need to watch more boxing. I feel like a lot of the judges don't know how.
For real. All right, listen, fellas, I'm going to wrap it up. It's late. I appreciate you guys, and I will catch you guys again tomorrow. All right?
See ya.
All right.
Yeah.